Hello everyone, it's Chappell here, and we're going to be covering exactly how to create a Shopify that actually converts, gets a high return on ad spend, increases your AOVs, generates more revenue, so that way you can get more sales with your Shopify store. And the reason I'm creating this video is because I've seen so many videos online that are going over beginner tutorials that show you how to set up a Shopify account, set up a Shopify page, but the thing is, those Shopify stores are very basic. They don't have the right conversion metrics, and lots of individuals will start their store and start running ads to it and realize pretty quickly that that store is not converting. So I'm going to show you today some of the top sites online that are generating amazing results, so that way you can model after their success too. And by the way, I woke up to 17.7k subscribers, so I appreciate it so much for you subscribing and liking this video. It really does help the algorithm, and you can use this strategy to get some of the best results with your actual Shopify store. And all of this information we're covering today is based on data and not personal opinion. So let's get into the video. All right, you results-driven people. This is a brand I found called Schoolyard Snacks, and they're doing it right. So if you want to learn a thing or two about Shopify conversion rates, then let's go ahead and go through this. So first things first, when you land on their actual website, you're going to notice there's a lot going on, but there's also a lot of conversion metrics happening at the same time. You know, the first thing we can see is that they have the 10,000 plus reviews badge that they're showing. They also have a very strong call to action. Lots of individuals with Shopify accounts, and I see so many, individuals on YouTube showing individuals how to create a Shopify, but they're missing a big part, because what they're doing is on the home page, they have these headers that, they're putting images in them, and you can't even see the actual headline or call to action. So when somebody hits the home page, they don't even really know what's going on at first, because all they can really notice is the actual background image. And the first thing you really want people to see is, the headline and the call to action, so they know what the next step is for them to click through, which is going to drive up your conversion rate. And the way you do that is by making it to where it's very easily, read, where you actually have the text and the background is very, light and allows you to have the text that comes through. And then on the other side, you can show the product that you're selling. And then we have some more supporting articles that they have here of, different places they've been featured in. And below this video, I'm going to link all these, specific insights, so that way you can learn more about this. So what we can end up doing is, once we've landed here, we can hit Shop Serial. And as soon as we get to their actual product page, we're going to notice that there is a lot going on. And the first thing are the carousel cards here. And this is really important. You want to show the actual product that you're selling. They're even giving an additional insight here. Starts at only $1.69 per bag. So their competitors might be selling it for more. So therefore, that's actually a really good call out to have. The next thing is, if we go to the next image, it shows ways that you can, actually consume this product. They show the product in hand. Gives a little bit more information about the product. That's pretty cool. People are literally pouring milk into the bag. I don't know if that's what I would do, but it works, right? It captures attention. The next thing is the ingredients, breaking down exactly what's all included. It's very simple. It's very easy to read. People can understand pretty fast what it is that they're selling and what's all inside the bag. Now, the headline is the next big thing. So we see higher conversion rates with our clients at Chappell Digital Marketing, and when our students actually have a call to action or a benefit alongside their actual product name. So in this case, their product name is, the keto cereal, but they're calling out a benefit in the beginning, which is like low carb. We also have seen individuals use the word like get keto cereal or get, the product name, because that allows you to drive a higher conversion rate, because there's a call to action there. So if you have a product right now, I would recommend adding a call to action in the beginning, and in this call to action needs to be no more than 2 words, or you use a benefit, which can also be no more than 1 to 2 words. That'll help you drive up a higher conversion rate on your Shopify store. The other thing is, if you offer free shipping or a special discount or a money back guarantee, always add that into the top banner here. And that top banner should always move with the scroll. As you're scrolling down, you'll notice that it actually stays with you. So go ahead and take that down for your notes. You want to have a top banner that says free shipping plus 30-day money, or whatever your offer is. You want to call that out, because that's something that's going to allow an individual to make a decision to purchase. When somebody's coming to their site, most people are really used to free shipping these days, and so it can help an individual convert if they know they don't have to go through that process of paying in addition to what they're already buying by you offering free shipping. And so if you do offer that, go ahead and add it to the top here so that way individuals know. The next thing is they have the reviews. If you have reviews, it's important to call these reviews out and make sure it's very simple and shown at the top here. There's so many Shopify stores that I see where if they don't have any reviews, then you should definitely hide them. And then I also see individuals who have Shopify stores with reviews, but the reviews end up taking up a ton of space at the very top here, and it's just unnecessary because you only really need to call out the specific number of reviews, and then the more detailed analysis can be at the bottom of the page. And then we have 315 sold in the last 22 hours. That's another call to action that is adding scarcity here. So that's going to allow an individual to, realize that these are selling fast. Lots of other people are buying them. So, they're more inclined to purchase as well. Then we call out the 4 main benefits that they have: keto, sugar-free, 1 gram net carb, 16 grams of protein. So individuals who are looking for higher protein, lower carbs, on a keto diet potentially, and want something that's sugar-free, so that way they can eat this cereal, well, this is for them. So that's why they call out these main benefits. And that's really good to do on your actual product page, because that allows an individual to have the reasons for why they might be interested in purchasing. Because if somebody's looking for a higher protein cereal, well, this is calling it out. The next thing is, it looks like the founders here have an image where it says, the reason why they created the product. Now, there's always stories sell, and a big thing here is having a solid story behind your brand, or a solid, movement behind your brand can always help lift the overall value, and can also get returning customers because they're buying into not only your product, but they're buying into the entire story and the mission behind it. So, it's always great to have something that you're either pushing for on your mission, or a story about why you started the brand, or what's the, reason behind it and what's different, right? So they're talking about how they missed that crunch and nostalgic flavors of our favorite breakfast cereal growing up. So we invented our own with the sugar, carbs, empty calories, or guilt. Without the sugar, carbs, empty calories, or guilt. And they've already had 300,000 people crushing their cravings with them. And the taste, why we've sold out 4 times already. So they pride themselves on the taste of it, because if it has a lot of protein and there's not a lot of sugar, most cereals are full of sugar and they taste delicious, but they're not so healthy. And so they're, already using another opportunity here to call out the taste, because some individual might say, well, great, it has, 16 grams of protein, but if I don't enjoy eating it at the end of the day, will I really purchase it? So you got to find out what ways you can come up with, if you call out these main reasons, are those benefits potentially going to hurt? And if so, you have a supporting argument on the other side, which is theirs is the taste. So they're saying not only does, this provide an outstanding amount of protein for you and has, no sugar, we're also very tasty. So that is a big thing here, which allows an individual to say, well, I'm getting all these benefits, plus it tastes great. And so the next thing is they have these bullets. I see individuals use these black dots, and there's a ton of them, and, they're not so branded or really focused, and people don't really read those. It helps breaking it up, but if you actually have, more on brand, where like in their case, it's 3 checks that are following, their branded teal color, and it says they've sold out 4 times already. That's another reason for somebody to want to purchase. Over 3 million bags sold in 2020. There's a lot of scarcity here. Join over 300,000. That's social proof. So there's lots of social proof. 300,000 people, 3 million bags sold. We have 7,399 reviews, 315 sold in the last 22 hours. And then we even have this specific video down here. And if you want a link to learn how to make this video, you can click it below this video. All right, so this is a good video. It's one of the founders. You know that this isn't just a fly-by-night brand. So if you're in a space where it's highly competitive and you're drop shipping or competing with a lot of other individuals, it's good to differentiate yourself by actually putting, someone behind the brand, or being able to let, other individuals know that this company is here to stay. It's not just going to pop up one night and disappear the next. That's good for a lot of individuals to know that they're buying from a legit brand, and they feel more comfortable with this as well. And people can buy into this story because, they can relate to it. They can feel the enthusiasm that they have behind this cereal, and they can actually cultivate an audience that really loves this product. So it's always great to have these, specific style of videos that literally allow an individual to watch it and, fully become immersed into what, the mantra that they're chanting is. So there's also a call to action at the end of this video, which is really smart because it's getting an individual to engage. You always want multiple call to actions or ways for people to submit their email or take specific actions, because that allows you to get people to engage. And once people are engaging, it's one step closer to converting. So if we click on one of these, let's see what happens. What are your best sellers?
Ooh, for our keto-friendly cereal, peanut butter and cocoa are our top-selling flavors, and for our cheese puffs, it's probably between cheddar and sour cream right now. My personal favorite, though, is barbecue. So give that a try, too.
This is so good because it's almost like you're speaking to somebody at, that's a friend, or you're asking for advice on like, what's your favorite, flavor, what's the best seller, and it's so personal too that, this video is here because you can see the personality behind it, the enthusiasm, and which one she truly does love, which allows, an individual to really feel comfortable with actually moving forward. And it's a brilliant strategy to use. And so we could keep going down this path, but you notice pretty quickly that each of these options breaks down, the barriers for somebody to want to actually buy. So that allows, them to get a lot higher conversion rate. And so let's go ahead and continue along. The next thing is here is how you can start increasing your AOVs. If you sell a product, and you're only selling one of those items, well, is it possible for you to sell 2 of those items to the same person where they gift it to a friend? Is it possible for you to sell 4 or maybe more? Bundling up your actual products allows you to increase your overall AOVs, which gets you a higher, average order value and can give you more actual profit if done right. So offering incentives for individuals to actually buy multiple bags allows you to drive, a higher return on ad spend if you're running ads, and get much more, revenue out of each individual customer. And it makes, the LTVs last longer too, because if they buy multiple products and they end up using them, well, the likelihood of them referring somebody is going to go up. So definitely using, these bundles is going to be great. And offering a discount to do bundles is amazing. And so when you're running ads, paid ads to a Shopify store like this, we see with our clients specifically, much higher return on ad spend whenever there's multiple ways to upsell them on bundles. And anytime our clients implement this where you can actually get multiple items, the return on ad spend just goes up entirely. So highly recommend doing this. And once again, this is all based on data. We're not just looking at the site because it looks pretty or looks good. We're looking at it because this is very, specific and designed in a way to make an individual convert. Everything on this page is built by science and data. This isn't just thrown on here because it's fun or looks cool. There's very specific conversion metrics behind every little item on this page. So don't let them fool you. There's lots of conversions going on here, and there's a big, back-end system that's supporting this. The next thing is they're calling out best sellers. Information fatigue is a big thing for people. They did a study once where, an individual went to an ice cream shop and they offered 3 flavors to that individual. It was vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. And then they also did a study where an individual walked into an ice cream shop where they offered, 100 different flavors. It was like cookies and cream, key lime, mango, all these crazy flavors. And the ice cream shop that only sold 3 flavors was able to get double the amount of customers because individuals were able to make a faster decision. Out of those 3 options, individuals were able to quickly identify which one they wanted to try and move forward. Whereas at the other ice cream shop, all of these flavors, people had information overload and they were fatigued out on all the options and they didn't know which ones to choose. So they had fewer individuals converting, and it ended up taking them twice as long just to get, people to check out. So having options that allow somebody to, make a quicker decision when you have multiple flavors or multiple styles or multiple colors, it's really important to call out what are your best sellers? What do people like most? So that way they can say, well, I really do like, say, peanut butter, and it's also a bestseller. Perfect. I'll choose that one, and then they can convert. That way they're not, stuck here trying to decide, and then they don't convert. You want them to convert, so giving them an additional reason to select an option like bestseller or a #1 rated is a great way to do that. The next thing is offering a subscribe and save model where individuals go to your store, they can set it on a recurring basis, and now you have LTVs and recurring customers. This is a great way to increase your lifetime value, get returning, customers, and increase your return on ad spend. And since they're subscribed monthly, you're able to build that revenue month over month, which is absolutely incredible for you to be able to grow long-term sales and have a long-term business. And then if they decide not to do the subscribe and save, one-time purchase is still fine. You're just not offering an incentive on the one-time purchase, so that way they still convert, but you're making more on that initial transaction. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see. As soon as we added these items to cart, you can initially tell that they're already offering upsells. Upsells are a great way to get additional conversions, get people to buy multiple items. And if you actually serve a legit, purpose and people really do love your products, offering them multiple items from your catalog is absolutely a great way to get more sales, increase your return on ad spend, and grow your business even more. If you're not doing upsells or cross sells, you're missing out on an incredible opportunity to grow your business even further. If you want to go to that next level, offering multiple items, being able to upsell when somebody buys something is going to be great. Anytime somebody who is about to purchase and they're going to convert, well, they're already, moving forward the process, you might as well give them additional items. If you've ever been to the store and you've been in a checkout line and you see that there's, items literally lined up all the way through checkout, same thing online. You want to be offering things all the way through the checkout process because people will start to convert and buy those items. Not every single individual will do it, but if you get at least, 20% of the people to buy an extra item, well, you're getting a huge increase in sales and revenue in addition to the customers that you've already got to your site to start converting. And so if we move along here and we add another item to bag, we've already increased our AOV even further, and boom, now we're in the secure checkout. We already have these additional items. They're offering a free $10 gift card. All right. And what's going to happen is they'll receive that gift card after they purchase, and they're going to say, well, I have $10 in credit. Well, I should probably spend it because it's a free $10. They'll either send it to a friend and get them to convert as well, or they'll just use it themselves and buy more items. Gift cards are a great way to get individuals to come back and convert again. This is a super, big science behind this, and there's a lot of data supporting this, that if you give somebody money, more often than not, they're going to want to spend that money that you've given them. And if it's in the form of a gift card and it can only be used on your site, well, people don't like to let free money go to waste. So if you give them a gift card and set a time limit on it, more than likely they'll purchase again. Next thing is their payment badges, secure checkout. There's also a bar here that's, showing an individual how to add more items to unlock free shipping, to unlock that $10 gift card. And here's another special offer. Outside of cereal, they're offering cheese keto puffs. Well, if you're buying the cereal, why not buy the keto puffs as a snack option? Let's add it to cart. Look at that. Now our total's already up to 144, and initially we were just coming in to buy what seemed to be about $1.69 per bag, and we ended up already at $144 just because of all of these little conversion metrics that are playing in here. Very quickly, it's adding up, and we're happy to do so because all of these items are at play. Next thing you'll know is the cart's reserved for a certain amount of time. That's because there's special offers in here, so an individual knows that they only have so much time to move forward, which is a great way to, move people along in the process and ensure that they don't get distracted. And, this is a great thing because a lot of times individuals will add everything to cart, and then, they'll get a text message, or, their kids might come up and, they'll get distracted, they'll go somewhere else, and they'll be like, all right, well, we'll save this cart for later, and they don't end up converting. So having a time limit actually keeps the individual focused and knows that they have to get this done within a certain amount of time to lock in all of these special offers that they're receiving, which is awesome because of that, they're getting rewarded and getting these items way cheaper, and you're getting rewarded by being able to get more sales because people are converting because they're actually focused on what the offer is that you're giving them. And so it's a win-win situation, and everybody can be happy. So let's go to the secure checkout. And what you'll notice, once again, an additional special offer. And so if you add this one to cart, you're getting 33% off, and it's a huge box of their best-selling cocoa and peanut butter cereal, 24 bags. And specifically here, they're offering, that same exact cereals that we just bought. So we already know we love that flavor. They're not trying to sell them on a flavor they don't like. They're going to go ahead and add a lot more, bags to what we already like in general. So if they add that to cart as well, look at this. Already up to 184. And if they use this flash sale code, secret, if we were to apply this code, we could copy this and start using it. And you won't even believe it, but another special offer. And you might think this is overload, but in reality, it's not. Because as long as you even get 2% to 5% at this point, you've still increased your average order value, your revenue, and your sales substantially. And no wonder they've sold out 4 times, because individuals are converting on all these offers because they're really great deals at the end of the day. But also at the same time, all of this is driven by data, allowing, this business to constantly be able to get more out of each individual customer, so that way they can be able to grow. So once again, if they continue adding to cart, they're going to increase the actual revenue for the business. And then there's additional information here, getting emails for special offers. There's going to be follow-ups, and then send me special offers through text. If people know that they got a really good deal and they feel really great about spending more money, but because they, feel so great about what they spent from all the discounts they got, they're definitely going to sign up for, additional offers because they love it. So giving another reason for you to not only text them, but reach them via email is just all the more ways for you to ensure that you're staying in front of them. Next, they'll continue to shipping, and then they would check out. So there's a lot of things that are going on behind this. So let's go ahead and take a step back. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to their site, and we're going to look at a breakdown of what specific apps they're using with their Shopify store. So that way you know how you can also use these same tools that they're leveraging in their business. And so let's go ahead and see. The first thing they're using is the judge.me, which is product reviews. If we scroll down, we can see exactly what that looks like. And we'll see they have the reviews here. And judge.me has their product reviews, and it's populating it. It's pulling in from Facebook, it looks like, whenever somebody's talking about the brand, which is a lot of great social proof. It increases social engagement, which is really great. The other thing is their theme. We'll see that their theme is the actual debut theme. And once again, this is a very simple looking theme, but there's a lot of tools they're using to, bring their branding to life, to be able to make their, Shopify site very different from competitors and other individuals. Most people will take this theme and they'll think that this theme is already set up to perfectly convert. And in a way, it's set up to convert at a very average, conversion rate, but it's not set up to convert and increase, revenue, sales, and return on ad spend as much as all of these conversion factors that we've looked at so far today. So it's really important that you don't just go with the base theme, because I see so many individuals on YouTube and on social media, just showing you how to set up a very basic design. And while that's great for you to get initially started, if you're really wanting to grow a long-term business, it's super important to constantly be improving and growing and always looking for more ways to make your business a lot more successful. And so that way you can survive and thrive. So let's go ahead and look at the demo store, and I'll show you some of the reasons why this demo store is, very basic and not really built for conversions, but they're using it to build on top of it and improve upon their conversion rate. So they're taking this base layer and then taking it to an all new level with all of the conversion metrics that they have. So when we look at this, this is very standard. You'll see a lot of Shopify sites look like this. They're very basic. They'll have an image. They'll have a supporting, text about the brand. And while that's all good, initially getting started, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be getting great conversion rates. This text right here, not a lot of individuals read this information. It's not very broken up. A good way to do it would be, if we look at this, you'll see every sentence is split out, right? So that way individuals can read in brief pieces and bite-sized chunks. And then when we scroll up as well, we'll see that all of the information is broken up very, easily, and it's very engaging as well. And these items are images, by the way, and all of these can be created in Canva. You go to Canva, you choose the font, and you can create, these fonts just like them. You don't have to be a Photoshop expert. We could literally go into Canva, and if you want me to make a tutorial on how to design all of these things in Canva, let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to do so. Just comment the word Canva. And so let's go back to this theme here, and we'll notice as we go down, there's different items here. If you click on one, it shows the add to cart, it shows the buy it now. But, this theme really does look nothing like this one. So even if you were to use the same theme as them, you'll notice pretty quickly that there's a lot of things going on here that separate them from the status quo. And I see so many individuals, they'll set up the theme and they'll be like, all right, this is who uses this, and they all look the same. In order to really stand out and convert, you got to look different and, be able to convert individuals based off of data. So one thing you can do is start to understand what conversion metrics they're using. So if we click on a specific item and we go to this and we look at our tool here, we'll see they're using recharge for the subscription. They're using FOMO, increased conversions with social proof automation. So let's look at FOMO. All right. Let's see what they do. All right, so notifications, automations. So they're showing specific things based off of which pages an individual viewed. Okay, so the pop-ups whenever it says somebody's purchased, that's what that is. Let's also see what they're using. Here's the branding and, ways that they're structuring it. See what other tools they're using. Klaviyo, which is email marketing. And then Lamify, recover sales with your tab. So this is really interesting. So let's go ahead and check this out. All right, yeah, this is better. All right, so only $9.99 a month, but let's see what they offer. We'll grab attention with your tab when visitors get distracted. This is really a key thing here because it's so interesting. Because an individual, right before they're about to X out, what's going to happen is, if they switch to another tab, watch this tab here. This tab's going to move around. Look, hey, are you still there? Question mark. It's literally moving. That's super engaging and gets people to click back, increasing the overall engagements on their site, which is pretty incredible and allows them to get really solid conversions. So, that's an awesome tool that allows you to, get individuals to come back. Look at this. We miss you. Hey, are you still there? That's a call to action. If somebody's reading that, they are. And they're like, all right, let me click on this and see what's going on. And that could be an opportunity for them to offer them a special offer. So that's super cool. So grab attention when visitors get distracted. We're living in such a distracted world where every single day, anybody at the touch of the phone could be on social media. The switch of a tab could be back in their emails. There's so many different things that people could be doing. And, we live in such a distracted age. So it's really important to do all of the conversion steps you can to get individuals to come back to your site and convert. This is how you really grow a business and can actually be super successful. The other thing is it shows how much money that, an individual's making from this, based off of the live preview because it knows when an individual left, which is really insightful. So let's go ahead and see what other conversion metrics they're using. Product customizer. Easily add variations and customization to your product. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, so this is AOVs, this is the product tags. Okay, so this is specifically to add additional items in color variants. So this tool's supporting this portion right here, choosing the flavors in the bundles. This is where they're getting higher AOVs, average order values, and they're increasing their revenue by getting individuals, to convert on bigger bundles because they're giving them more offers and reasons to actually increase the amount of products that they're buying from them. And so it, allows them to choose different colors. So this is also a really good option for you to increase the customization of it. And this shows a very base layout, but you'll see that even as these have squares and it shows the different options, that's not going to be as high as a conversion rate as something that's very visual and doesn't have a ton of options. I mean, we only have 4 options here, which isn't a lot, and we only have 4 options here, which is also not a lot. So it's really important that you have specific callouts to make sure people move forward on it. And because of this, it is very visual and has these callouts, and that's really important. So you don't want a ton. Even what they're showing here, this, might help a little bit, but that's still a lot of different variations, and it's not very visually appealing. And, that doesn't necessarily equate to higher conversion rate. That's just a feature. But if you're going to use it, you're going to want to use it the right way, which is being visual, not having too many options, just enough for people to decide whether or not they want to add additional to cart or buy multiple from you. So let's go ahead and check out the next tool. Okindo, so they're using 2 different product review apps. So this one is another product review, which has those specific items. Let's see. So this might be Okindo down here, and this is showing, people who are probably being emailed and asking to, leave a specific review, what they love about it. And it looks like they broke it down for the reasons why. So somebody might be able to relate to these individuals. So they might, identify with whoever this individual is and say that, well, if he likes sour cream and the delicious flavor, I also like sour cream and a delicious flavor, maybe, they end up converting. He literally said he liked the nice packaging. So it's probably, super simple for them to read and understand, which is great because a lot of information just doesn't always help the conversion rates because it's just info overload. You always want to break things down in bite-sized chunks. A lot of times you'll go to people's review sites, and let's see if they have reviews, and I'll show you an example. Okay, so they don't on this one, but you'll see people that'll have like these super long reviews, and they're reviews, but they're so long, and people don't really read these long reviews, so it doesn't necessarily help. But, things like this where it's broken down into bite-size, pieces, it allows people to read it very easily and make a decision to convert. All right, so let's look at some of the other items that they're using. Looks like they have a lot more specific apps, so let's go find them. So I just pulled up in our database here, and I can already see what they're doing in sales monthly, 106,000 in monthly sales, and we know that their store has been active since August 6th of 2020, and it looks like that they have drop shipping apps, which is interesting. And we have the rest of their apps here, so that way we know they're using an SMS marketing. We know that because at the end of that checkout, they're sending SMS text. If you want to see more content around this, let me know. If you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And if you're having any trouble with your Shopify store, or you want help with your Facebook ads, make sure to DM me the word YouTube on Instagram at @RealChaseChappell, and I'm happy to help you with any of the questions you have. I really do appreciate all of you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Cheers and bye, y'all.